Hi, my name's John. I'm going to tell you a little about myself and my story. What I went through today to sit in this chair where I'm sitting. I grew up in homes where violence, alcohol, and drugs were pretty much the norm. They were pretty rocky and violent. And that was a life that I was taught. I believed that it was okay to answer my problems with violence, or that drugs were just part of life. And those were the lessons I picked up as a kid. So it led me down to a horrible road in life, somewhere where I couldn't even sit in this chair. It led me to, in 1991, give someone a ride to a fight. I believe the guy deserved to get beat up because he had hit a girl, and I couldn't take those kind of things. I watched my mother get beat for years and couldn't do anything. So me and someone else went to beat him up. When we got there, the guy I took with me blew the guy's brains out all over me. Didn't wait for anything, just pulled out a gun and killed him. So I sat in a different type of chair, one with a cage and a cell. I sat there for 23 years because of what my beliefs led me to, what I was taught as a kid, what I believed was normal. In prison, since the guilt and anger over what had happened drove me into a deeper road, I became more violent. I became a hardcore drug addict. Heroin was my thing for years and years. It was breakfast, lunch, dinner, and all my snacks. And in there, in order to get them drugs, I did some horrible things. I preyed upon others. I became even a worse monster than I was because I believed that's who I was. It was all that was left. I was home. I was where I belonged. So, after years of this, I had a bus ride. I was transferring. I was going from one prison to the next. Did my heroin right before I got on the bus, and I went high the whole way. And I'm taking this bus ride, and I'm looking out the window, going, wow, the world's kind of tore up. I'm seeing roadkill, all the beat up negative things in life is what I'm seeing because that was my attitude. I get to the next prison, and I asked another inmate, what'd you see? He told me all this stuff he saw, and I thought we were on a completely different bus ride. He saw all these great things, and all I saw was garbage. Run down the negative. And it finally clicked in my head that something was wrong with me. I was where I was at because of me, what I believed, what I was taught. So the first thing I did was I kicked the heroin cold turkey in a gym, and it was a nightmare. It was pure hell. I had weird things happen. My hair fell out, bottom of my feet peeled off. I was sick, I was puking, but I got through it. And that was in 2005. Once I got rid of that, I could finally figure out what was going on and work on my anger, because they called me Angry John because I was always mad. That was just me. Some people had even told me, I don't want to talk to you because you're always negative, you're always mad, you're always mean. And I was like, I don't want to be that person. So I worked on my anger and let go of the things that I was mad about. My childhood, I had no control over that. I had accepted for what it was and learned from it and move on. So I started piecing myself together again. Worked on my anger. I started working on my core beliefs that led me to living in prison for 23 years. I started to say, well, even though I may never get out, I want to at least enjoy life a little better. So, 2013, I was still working on myself. I wasn't no golden boy in prison. I wasn't no role model inmate. I was still kind of screw up, still in the mix, still playing a little bit of the mentality. But I had a chance to go home. The door finally opened up after 20 years in California prisons, and they started finally letting lifers go again. We had a new governor. And they were actually letting people out. So I had done a lot of self-help, but I'd still gotten in trouble. Had a couple 115s, got caught with a cell phone. So I'm sitting there the night before board, and I'm tripping. Going, how am I gonna get out? What? It's gonna get me out of here. I'm a screw up. I prayed to God, let me out. I'll do good. Next day I got a parole date. God released me. So I got out, went to a treatment facility, training center, to get a step up instead of a handout, to move on, to finally have a place to live, to be around a good support system, like-minded people. So I sat here, and it wasn't a piece of cake. I didn't like it. I was locked up again. Man, I wanted to get outside that gate and do something. I'd sat on my butt for 23 years. So I started doing things, looking around, seeing what my opportunities were, networking with people. Something that I had done in a whole negative manner, I finally did it in a positive light. So I started working with youth like I'd done in prison for the last few years. I work with Off the Streets program. I go around trying to give kids that one insight that will help them not become us, not have to sit in prison. We've been the walk, we've talked the talk, and it led us to a cage. So now we try and help. I do that regularly, whenever we can get it. And then I got a car. Got an old beat up truck. Truck led to work. So today, I'm a business owner. I got my own landscaping business. I work in a high-end San Diego County. Doctors, lawyers, all that. And look where I came from. Because I made one decision. To follow God and turn my life around. And it led me to sit in a chair today where I'm not locked up. Where I'm actually respected by law enforcement. Where I've got good friends. I've got all my family back again because they were tired of me. I'd sat there for so long. But when it comes down to is finally making that choice, the right one, in a right light, to do what you got to do, whatever it takes to become a better person and become an actual member of society where I can sit in a chair, I can get up and walk anytime I want. I ain't got someone telling me what to do. It's great. I got my own place, my own business. I've got positive friends. Life's great. I love it. Every day is a blessing. Every day I have my freedom. Something I earn. Because when you screw up so bad, you have to earn the right to sit in a free chair. You've got to earn the right to get your license. You have to earn everything again. And it's not an easy road. I've been out just under a year. And I've had to bust my balls to get it done. I haven't had a chance to sit down and take a break until the last couple of weeks. But it feels good. I like it. It's nice to be a positive member of society. It's nice to help. It's nice to be free again. So, anyone can change. Anyone can come from hell to heaven. It's just a matter of making a choice. My name's John. Thank you. That's it.